And Beth, Nigel Farage is calling this a reform quake when he spoke to you. But are we now looking at a lasting change to the political landscape? I'm asking you to make a prediction, which you said you couldn't do, actually, at the end of your piece.
You're not going to get me to make a prediction because simply we are into unknown territory. Look, we said that this, while a small set of elections, could have profound consequences, and there are serious repercussions for all the political parties and indeed the political system. When you look at Reform, they have gained over 750 councillors. They've taken 8 councils, the Runcorn by-election, 2 mayoralties. Nigel Farage now has a political machine with governing power. That is a massive and profound shift for Reform, and it's put them from being a protest party into local government, into power, and really on an equal footing in some ways as some of the parties that they have been trying to take out. If you look at the Conservatives, it is a horror show. Kemi Badenoch tonight writing in the Telegraph, apologising to her party, saying it's a bloodbath. Another rival said to me it's like everyone was machine gunned down when it came to councillors. She has lost over 670 councillors. They have lost control of 18 councils. They lost control of Buckinghamshire, where I grew up, Tory heartlands that they've held since 1973. And there are some Tories tonight saying to me, this is what the extinction point looks like. There are others saying it's going to get worse next year in the Welsh and Scottish parliamentary elections. And then there's questions now about how long could Kemi Badenoch survive. Awful for her, simply awful. But then you come to Labour, the worst ever performance for them. Keir Starmer won a landslide on 34% of the vote. He's come in with 19% of the vote, a 15-point drop. They've lost 2/3 of their councils. It's been an absolute disaster for them as well, and they will no doubt be worried about Reform. I just recorded our electoral dysfunction podcast with Harriet Harman, the former deputy party leader, tonight, and she said MPs are rattled and there are some wobbles in the party because they're looking at this thinking we're going to lose our seats at the next general election. So there is problems and challenges for Keir Starmer too. And then the Liberal Democrats, a great day for them, picking up 3 councils and another 163 councillors as of the latest count. So that's the parties. But there's also a more profound question about the political system. 2-party duopoly from Conservative to Labour has run our politics for decades, but now we really are in the era of a multi-party system. There are massive questions about how sustainable that is. When I asked Nigel Farage on Wednesday what the biggest risk was, should he do this well, and he didn't think he'd do this well, but he's come in better than expectations. He said the biggest risk is delivery. Now that he's got the power, can the party sustain it, use it productively and keep their momentum? So there's questions about that. But I think what I can say tonight is that we are moving into a new era of politics where what is clear is how we've done politics for the past decades. The sands are now shifting. How it lands in the next general election is all up for grabs. And Nigel Farage now has a national platform with local power and a real stage with which to truly run at the Conservatives and the Labour government.